It's finally happened, guys, after all these years, after all this time for waiting in like Dragon Ball Z, even in GT for Christ's sake, we finally get to see that little Bulma and Vegeta kiss, that little mwah, mwah. Oh my god, it melts her Saiyan, like Princess Saiyan's heart, it does, it even melts mine as well, it's the most adorable thing. Oh yeah, and Shenron appeared and there was some shit going down with Beerus. So let's talk about that big moment right there. I'm sure a lot of you people saying that, no Panda, no, fuck the story, fuck the plot, for everything. Let's talk about that little smooch that little Vegeta and little Bulma had and all that. That was absolutely adorable. So in a nutshell, to like skip all of that, basically training, they all going all there for real training and all that. Bulma decides to make a Super Dragon Radar and they're like, oh, why don't we get Shenron to actually do this for us? And it was like, do you know what Vegeta the man did? And all that Beerus said, get those Dragon Balls across the world. Vegeta flew his ass round and round, and the poor man was exhausted. The man was literally knackered, and like Beerus is like, oh, it took you long enough. He's like, yo, he did his best and all that, and it's like, oh, here you go, Vegeta, little smooch on like the cheek like that, and he was like, yo, whoa, 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 you're coming out of nowhere. I didn't say he didn't like it. So, you know, all you fans for actually, they do have a bit of the love, like, marriage and all that. I think they have more of a love for one, maybe even more than, like, what Chi-Chi and, like, Goku's going to have, because we haven't seen any of them two. You know, we've only seen just the marriage, but it's like, Bulma and Vegeta, you know, I don't know, if they show a little bit more of that. I mean, we definitely saw that during the whole thing with, like, Dragon Ball, like, Battle of Gods, like, when he's saying, don't you touch my Bulma, so I guess, you know, it's just desserts, you know, for saving, like, the world with Goku numbers of times. And on a serious note though, we do get to see Champa building the tournament, and although I do love that, like, the best thing about the tournament after they build, like, the atmosphere, they're like, we're gonna have this in a nameless white planet in the center of our universes, is that they have the stadium, they have the food stands, they have the massive atmosphere and all that. I love the fucking portraits. They got these two giant Victorian portraits of one another. Of like Beerus just like, yeah, love Big G, like that. And like Champa with big shitty grin, like that. And he's complaining, it's like, no, what are you talking about, Vados? I'm a bit skinnier than that. What are you talking about, like that? And I'm a little bit more handsome. What are you talking about that shit? I'm like, oh. I absolutely adore Vados and Champa in the anime. They're absolutely hilarious to like spend time with. And even when we get to see like the whole thing with Shenron, like the whole reason was like, I can't get you the Super Dragon Balls, because it was like, well, we'll just use him, tell us the location, we'll go and get it. Apparently Shenron's power is not that strong enough to go through like universes and stuff like that. So what is the wish being used on and stuff? Like after like he's like panicking over the Beerus, like Beerus' wish. Go away. Wow, like really? And I do appreciate that there was a whole thing, Goku, remember? I was going to say, really? Are you going to leave? Like, are you sure there's not a single wish? And it's like, yeah, King Kai might want to be revived and stuff like that. Yeah, you might want to do that, Goku. He's been waiting there for years and all that to be getting, like, to be revived or something. Like, you know, only King Kai. He's just him. And I just like that they saw that little moment with him. He's just like, oh, come on. Really? This is my chance to get revived. And honestly, it's surprised, like, during, like, this whole time and all that, it's like, not once did they think, like, oh, maybe we should grab the Dragon Balls again and actually revive him, even, like, through the Star Super. It's like, no, we ain't gonna do none of that for him like that. I mean, Vegeta clearly showed how easy it is to grab the Dragon Balls easily with the Dragon Radar, go around flying, and just, you know, grant that wish. It's just a simple wish, but nah, that's a little bit lazy of them. And then also we find out that we have this secret fighter among them and all that, like, this is the strongest one. Apparently, like, only Beerus is the second, like, person, like, the strongest that he's fought is Goku, but there's a first one as well. Like, Momaka, I believe his name was, and it's like, yeah, we didn't see him, and I won't spoil for what he looks like in the Dragon Ball Super manga if you guys haven't read that, but it's like, yeah, get ready for a strong competitor, I can definitely say that the least, and like, just set up the rules, like, of the tournament as well was kind of interesting, like, yeah, it's going to be like Budokai, like, you know, like Tengai, they're going to be like, yeah, we're going to have the tournament, we're going to have the stadium, no killing, no weapons, none of that shit. We'll do a written test as well. All will be good. So we won't have like Beerus won't bring in like a mindless monster in their team. Same thing with Champa. Like that's how it pretty much is going to work around. And it's like, well, that's 3 fighters, so in the next episode showing, like, who's gonna be those other fighters? Like that, you know, let's be honest, the strongest people we know in the entire group and all that is pretty much, from what we know, Boo, Piccolo, Gohan, if he really trains. We've got Goten, we've got Trunks, and then you got, you know, Krillin. Like, those are the strongest that you can get at the moment in that team. Like, you ain't getting anyone else unless Future Trunk comes back or some shit like that. Like, that would be something, but it's like, oh no, we just made Cell again or something like that. Or, like, 18, like, you know, they're 17, like, if any of them come in, like, your best options, like, to have, like, a fighter, because I definitely think as well, like, Piccolo is going to be one of them and all that, and it's, like, not even just saying because of, like, the manga or anything, but it's, like, it's a kind of obvious with that one, because he is, like, compared to, like, everyone else like that, apart from Android 18 and all that, I think he's the possible, like, strongest out of the team and all that, after everything he does and everything, and he, you know, he constantly trains unlike the others, so I definitely think, you know, he's got, like, top, you know, contender up there. And just overall, this episode was really fun and enjoyable. We get to see a small cat. If any of you guys haven't actually seen, like, Jaco's manga, like, Jaco, the Protoro Man, you got to see, like, a little bit where, like, Bulma was asking for his help, and you actually had to see a conversation, which we get to see of her sister. This is the first time we've ever seen her in anime format, or I believe in any, like, thing that isn't the manga at all. We get to see her sister Tights, which I got to say, that is a great thing to finally see. I really wish that they would have done like a little Jaco little anime or something like that. I think definitely that could have gotten something like a little OVAs or something like that, like free OVAs to do the series. That would have been really great, and I would have absolutely loved to own that. It's like, I definitely have to check out more of the manga since I didn't see the entire manga, and I know it comes back to, you know, the whole Dragon Ball, like, universe, but it's like, I'm definitely very curious about that, because it was nice to see, like, Titus just there, and it's like, oh yeah, you know, how's it going, sis? I need you to do me a favor. Yeah, get Jaco for me, and it's just like, yeah, Jaco getting your ass out, right? It'd be absolutely great if Jaco joined them as well, but I don't think Jaco will join them. It'll be great, like, he's the 5th fighter, like, Jaco, the Patrol Man, that'd be the sickest shit, but other than that, it was an absolutely fun episode. Will say the animation, like, dipped a little bit in this one, but, you know, that's kind of expected and all that, but it was, like, nothing of that was as offensive as what we got in the Freezer arc or anything like that, but, if that's the case, that is building warriors, like, please stand out. We really want that good stuff. I'm not saying turn into Fate Stay Night, like, the last bit of, like, Fate Zero, like, animation, but it's, like, please just don't look so shitty like we've had. Like, you made your mistakes, now you know we can go through with that. But honestly, I enjoyed this episode. I thought I'd give this a solid 8. I had a fun. Like, the little Bulma and Vegeta bit was absolutely adorable for me. Like, that warmed my heart a little bit. I'm like, oh, and then she's like, what are you doing? Like that, he's like all blushing and shit. It's just like, it was hilarious. But that's all for me. I want to thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys next time.